Hey everybody, it's Elijah with Room to Party, your event and entertainment specialist, and we are here at the biggest spooky event in Orange County. That's right, it's CreepItRealOC, and big shout out to the Heritage Museum for hosting this event. And what you'll see is it's like a haunted boardwalk because this year's theme is Afterlife's a beach. So you're gonna have like spooky surfside vibes. You're gonna have skeletons on surfboards. It's super cool. Not only that, they have 130 vendors. They've got food options. They've got fun music all throughout the weekend. It's 3 days. So I can't wait to show you all the fun stuff, and hopefully we'll get some fun interviews with some fun people. Let's go. Now from the street, the Heritage Museum, it doesn't look very big, but once you step inside the gates, you'll realize just how massive this property really is. There's historic homes, there's wide open lawns, winding paths, and plenty of space for vendors, food, and entertainment. It feels like a hidden world tucked away in the middle of the city, and there's a ton to explore. Creep It Real always has surprises and special guests. This year is no different. The legendary R.L. Stine, creator of Goosebumps, is here, signing autographs, taking photos, and even hosting a special panel discussion. Now, one of the best parts about this event is the incredible lineup of small businesses. You'll find everything from spooky artwork, handmade jewelry, custom t-shirts, horror-inspired pens, candles, and one-of-a-kind masks. It's like Halloween Marketplace when you discover treasures you won't find anywhere else. Hey everybody, we are back with Joe
with Crafts by Big Joe.
Hey, and we were checking out his business. I follow him online. I love the stuff that he does, but tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, I honestly started COVID. Kids were, home, driving us crazy. So just kind of wanted to get out in the backyard and kind of do some things. And myself, I'm a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan, and that's where it all started. Started with EVA foam, and then kind of just moved on from there to, I guess now the Labubu's, it's the biggest trend out there.
Yeah, and he captured that trend well. He has so many things. I'll show it in the B footage. So many different characters. So awesome. Now, before you started doing this during COVID, were you always a crafty, or was that one of your jobs?
No. I've been in retail for who knows how long, okay. And that was kind of just like a little getaway. I always tried multiple different things, and I kind of like never really succeeded. I hate to say it, but then this is kind of like really stuck and took off.
That's fun. Yeah. So I know you have like a lot of different characters that you do. What do you have like a favorite right now that you're really into, or you love putting stuff together?
That I like making, or the Leatherface. is my favorite one to make. Takes a long time, but I think it's just kind of a cool character to make. You know? Yeah,
that's fun. And what's your newest character?
My newest character is actually the mayor. He actually just his first drop today, and then he actually has
different
both faces. Yeah. So he's our newest one, and we had to stick with the Nightmare Before Christmas theme, and that's the guy we decided to drop.
Awesome. Awesome. So you do Labubu's, but before Labubu's, you were making masks and what else?
Just all my EVA foam props. Okay. Mask, Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. I make a lot of horror, Christmas wreaths, horror inspired with characters, bloody, all that good stuff. But that's pretty much where it all started.
Awesome. And how long does it usually take to make? Ooh. What's the longest thing that it takes to make?
Well, now it's assembly line kind of style. But before, my longest one is the Evil Duck. And he used to take me 21 hours to make.
Woo! Yeah. So this is, you guys, when you're buying something that's handmade, that's why it's the price it is, because there's a lot of labor that goes into it. There's a lot of spending time with the craft and not with your family or doing other things. But he does it because he loves it. And that's why people vend and want their own business, because they love what they do. So that's pretty amazing that you spend that much time on these products, which is so cool. Okay, so I got some 3 big fun questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so we're at a horror event. What creeps you out the most?
What creeps me out the most? I think I'm a chicken on spiders, man. I can't do spiders
you and
at
me
all.
Both.
Yeah.
Even the small ones. I don't care if they're big. If they're small, it freaks me out. Number 2, what is your go-to horror comfort show or movie?
I'm actually a big chicken of horror movies as well, but my to-go, I guess you could call it a semi-scary movie, is my favorite Nightmare Before Christmas. I just got to watch that. And Hocus Pocus with the kids.
See?
Yeah.
That's a family. There's a nice family comfort ones. Yeah, I love it. I love the Night Before Christmas as well. Okay, and question number 3. What is the biggest advice that you would give to a small business vendor coming up?
My thing, like I said, I failed on multiple ventures that I went out on, but I was my biggest critique, and I just never kept going. So just don't quit, man. No matter what, everybody's not going to like your product, but there's going to be somebody out there who does. and kind of cater to those people as well. But yeah, I would say never give up. Just keep going as much as, you know, you get pushed back. Just keep going till you make it past that.
And I like what you said about being the biggest critic, because sometimes if you just get it out, like, it's going to get better along the way, right?
100%.
Like you know, you may hate it, but someone else loves it, and then you're just going to get better. But if you never show anyone your stuff, you know, if you try it, you'll never get better at it.
Never.
So
No.
that's some great advice for small vendors.
Yeah.
So where can people find you on the social medias?
So on Instagram, we're at Crafts by Big Joe. We do have a TikTok, and on our TikTok, we're at it's actually at Los Angeles Butchers. We got to change that name to kind of get to the Crafts by Big Joe, but that was the TikTok I started with a long time ago. But yeah, and then we're not online on a website, but we do all our sales through our Instagram.
That's awesome. Now you guys know where to find him, and hopefully a website coming soon.
Yeah. So
I know it's a slow process, right? I mean, you got to build and build and build, but let's support small business, and especially people that are crafty and are making things and taking 21 hours. But thank you, Joe, for your time, and we hope you much success at this vendor market.
Yeah.
And see you soon.
Thank you, man.
Something really cool about CreepItRealOC is that they have a lot of live entertainment. So right now they're about to do Los Pacololos, which is a really fun beach vibe kind of band. And that's the fun part. You can come, you can eat, you can sit. A lot of people are waiting, but you know, it's a nice place to kind of relax and listen to some music. So I hope you enjoy them. Hey everybody, we are here with John Wayne, right?
John Wayne, that's my first name.
With JohnWayneIsDead.com, and he's going to tell us about his business, how he writes things, and he has a magazine and a coloring book. Tell us about your business.
Well, thank you for asking.
Yes.
I've been writing for, well, all my life, I think. And I write psychological horror novels, as you can see here, twists and turns, like Outer Limits, Twilight Zone. That's what I cut my teeth on, so that's what I like to do. I don't do extreme horror, but I do like to make you be like, it was about that the whole time. So,
it's all in here, right? It's like it's psychological.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like going like this.
Yeah.
You already have a mic. Like, I'm doing the interview and stuff.
I
Welcome
know.
back to the show,
Yeah,
everybody.
exactly.
My name is John Wayne.
He's interviewing me.
I also write and illustrate a magazine called Gas Money because I am constantly on the road. I do 36 horror shows a year, plus I tour with my punk band from Las Vegas called John Wayne is Dead, so I'm always on the road, so you will find me somewhere always.
That's fantastic. So so you said you've been kind of writing all your life. When did you start the business?
I started, I guess, professionally writing in 2015.
Okay.
But I've been on the road doing this for like the last 7 years.
Wow.
And I haven't had a day job in like 6 years.
Hey,
So-
amazing. Thank you for that. Who wants a day job when you can be in business for yourself?
Don't worry, I sleep in my car, but kids, it is worth it.
Now,
No, not really.
Now, with doing all this, did it start with the novels and then you work your way to the magazines and then you did the coloring books, or how did it all start? What did it start with?
It started with, the writing of, just the strange fiction, the
Yeah.
twists and turns. I kept track of everything I was submitting, and it was, of course, like just, reject, like 200
Jeez.
rejects, and then you get like one accept. And you're like, all right, cool. And then it's reject, accept. It starts with short stories, and then you kind of I broke through like that. Started meeting other authors and writers in my genre, met some publishers, and started submitting. And then once I got the ball rolling, it's like...
It just went from there.
Boom.
Now, when you say reject, is that just from like publishers or people that you sent stuff to
Yeah,
to
it's
put it
just
together?
like, being an artist is, you have to build up a callus of rejection, right?
Yeah.
That's just part of it. So you submit stories to places, or you have open submission calls, and you get rejected sometimes.
Yeah.
But you can't take it personally. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. You have to look at it as it's not right for them.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're gonna like go crazy.
And I think that's great advice for
Yeah.
people out there that are creative, that are artistic, all that kind of stuff, that you have to be okay with people saying no. And it's not going to be for everybody, right?
No, yeah, just
You're
you
not
have
for
to
everybody.
look at it like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, and just move on to the next.
And it like you said too, you got to build up that callus, and it does. Sometimes it takes a while to build that up, right? It's like, it hurts at first. you know?
Absolutely, yeah. You want to take it personally.
Yes.
But you just can't.
Yeah.
And that's easier said than done. Like you said, it takes a while.
Yeah.
But once you do it, man, and then you roll and you find your audience, and that's where you hit it.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me, what was your first book? Like, what was it called?
Oh, man.
And what was it kind of about?
How blue are we allowed
Yeah.
to get on this?
Yeah. Just give me a short little like summary.
So
of it.
so the first book that actually got published,
Uh-huh.
it was called The Porn Star Retirement Plan.
Oh my gosh.
And it was my personal idea of what happens when our favorite porn stars are ushered off into that good night. What happens? So where do they go? So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's out of print. It was in print for a long ass time. But if you join my Patreon, I send you a free copy of it. So,
there you go. You get a free one.
So
That's fantastic, you guys. So there's so many things here, and it's very colorful. And like I was talking about before, there's a coloring book as well.
Yeah.
So if you like to fidget, the color, I don't know if it's for kids. I mean, is it kid friendly?
Yeah,
if they want to color in? Okay.
There's nothing graphic or extreme.
There you go. They can color in it and stuff like that. So yeah, where he has some fun, cool looking things here. I haven't read anything, but I would be very interested to see what comes out of his mind.
Hell yeah.
So I got 3 fun questions for you. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. The first one is, what creeps you out the most? We're at a horror vendor thing. Is there anything that scares you?
Sharks.
Sharks. Okay.
Yeah, because that's the ocean, and you don't go there because you don't belong there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm terrified of the ocean, period. Whales, big old
Everything.
things.
I don't need to go in there.
I don't need, that's their space, right?
Exactly.
I'll dip my toe in from the shore.
Well,
I don't need all that. Okay, and question number 2, what would you tell a small business vendor or an artist that's coming up? What would be your best piece of advice to them?
Don't give up. That is the best piece of advice I can give for anything, for being a writer, for being an artist visually, for being a vendor at these places. Don't give up. It's not going to be like awesome out the gate.
Yeah.
I mean, or maybe you do have some success, which is great right away, but it's not always like that. You have to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And as you continue to do it, you'll learn that, and then you'll be able to handle it a lot better.
Yeah, building blocks.
Just don't quit. That's the thing.
Don't quit. Oh, great advice. Okay, and number 3, what is your go-to comfort horror show or movie?
Movie, The Gate.
Ah,
Do you know that one?
I only know it by the cover. I think
so
that
is of course it fits everything about me. This is where some kids, a young Steven Dorff and company, have a rock and roll record that they play, and they play it backwards. They open a gate to hell in the backyard, and hilarity ensues. So
there you go, The Gate.
But
right.
yeah, The Gate is my comfort go-to.
Awesome. Okay, and then where can people find you? Can they find you on the socials? I know you.
Yeah, check me out, johnwayneisdead.com. You can get to everything I have from there, but every socials is at John Wayne is Dead, all one word. And my band is streaming everywhere. It's just John Wayne is Dead, all one word, no spaces. But if you want, we only put out vinyl and cassettes, and you can get those at the shows or from the website.
All right, throwback. I love that.
Oh.
Well, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Dude. Thank you so much for having me, man.
No problem. See you next time.
I told you there were surprises around every corner, and the Kellogg House is no different. This is the museum's original Victorian mansion, and it gets completely transformed. You'll find glowing jack-o'-lanterns, creepy shadows, and props set up by local haunt artists, and they give it a big, spooky Victorian vibe. It's one of those spots you definitely don't want to skip when you come to this event.
Hey everybody, we are here with Victor, and he's in the midst of making a stop-motion cartoon with these wonderful things, and he's going to tell you a little bit about it.
So these are our characters, Millicent the vampire and Whisper the ghost. Millicent is little sister to her vampire sibling Bartholomew. And here we see Whisper with his little companion Gordon. This is a piece of their creepy world. This is the cemetery gate where they enter their world of the undead. On my right, we have a display that's the Castle Undercroft of the vampires. And here they live, and we can see them in their little lair. That's Bartholomew up top looking at a monstrous vampire in that coffin.
Fantastic. So you're telling me this was, it's in pre-production, right?
Yes, we're in pre-production.
Okay.
We have finished writing the script, and we're getting together the artist and producers and talent to make this possible.
Yeah, you were telling me about a special talent that maybe came on, or are you allowed to say it yet, or no? Or is
Yeah,
it
we
surprise?
can. We've
Okay.
announced it. We have Doug Jones as doing the voice of Whisper the Ghost.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so, and a couple more to be announced.
So with all this stuff, how long does this usually take just to make before you even do the stop motion?
Yeah, so it's taken me, because I've been doing most of it myself. Just recently, we've had a lot of people jump in as part of the team.
Yeah.
But we're in it 2 years now already in pre-production. Yeah.
Wow. So when you make these pieces, how long does that usually take? Like just each?
So these pieces tend to take about a month each.
Okay.
Yeah. In character design, sculpting, painting, servicing. We have puppets being made by various artists. Everyone has their specialty and their own contribution.
Yeah. Takes a team, right?
Takes a team.
It's hard to do by yourself.
Takes a team, lots of man hours.
Yeah.
And time is our greatest commodity to us all, and particularly for stop motion.
Yeah. I can. So when you do a stop motion, like each scene, how long does that usually take? How many poses? How does that usually work?
Each scene has a set of poses that the animator will have in mind for that scene. They know in their mind oh, I need to do this or that to create this, all of these actions to complete this scene. But it can be specific to each scene. The animators can do a couple seconds a day, a couple frames a day to create seconds.
Wow.
And yeah, just small clips per week.
This takes patience, you
Yes,
guys.
it's
Lots of
lots of
patience, a lot of hard work. Do you do the voiceover before or after it's all animated?
For stop motion, the voices are recorded ahead of time.
Okay.
Then the animators know, okay, I need to hit these marks,
Yeah.
follow these cues, and depending on the type of puppet, they'll either make replacement mouths to put into that to create the different mouth shapes.
That's cool.
Or the actual puppets will be manipulated to replicate those mouth shapes.
Wow. This sounds like a lot of work, but it's exciting because when you see something like this, you know how much love was put into it, how much time, how much effort. So when can people expect to see this? Do you have any kind of like
We don't have any
estimation? Not
dates
yet.
announced yet, but we're teasing it and we're getting a lot of momentum to push this forward.
And that's what we need, you guys. So they need your support too. Where can they find you? On socials or?
Yeah, you can find us at Unwrapped Art. Here you can see the people involved. There's Matthew Hirsch of Hirsch Productions. I'm Unwrapped Art, and we have our graciously our composer has joined, George Stryker, and he is Music of the Macabre, and you can listen to him right now playing throughout this display.
Okay. Oh, that's what we're hearing right
and
now.
he creates magic.
Oh, wow. Well, it sounds amazing already. I can't wait to see it. You guys, this is just a little taste. I'm sure that there's so much more in store. So check them out. Thank you so much, Victor.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so you guys, right now, I'm kind of being a little quiet because we're in the Kellogg House right now, and they have transformed this place. It's super spooky, but super fun as well. This is a family event. You know, like I was saying earlier, you know, there are a bunch of spooky vendors, but there's also a lot of fun. There's colorful things. There's things that you wouldn't expect. So it's always fun to check it out, bring the family on down. Yes, it's hot right now, but it cools down in the evening. So this event goes all the way till 10 o'clock. So if you ever get the opportunity to come, do it. So what got you out of the water today?
This event and always this event, right?
See you, everyone.
Good
The
people,
monsters, yes.
Good weather.
Good vibes.
Oh, it's all good.
Beach
spooky
vibes.
I love it. When I heard it was beach theme, I said, I'm there.
She's there, and so are we. And next year, you better be here too. We don't know what the theme is going to be, but we know it's going to be cool, right?
Every time.
Creepy cool. Hi, everybody. We are here with Bree and Matt, and they're going to tell us about their company, which is Toby and Linus, which is, I guess, based on their dogs. So tell me a little bit about your company and what you guys do.
Yeah, so we are a matching human and dog clothing brand or pet. We've had cats, as you can see, who are customers as well. And yeah, this all started with her idea like about 2 years ago. She wanted to make a brand of her own where she could match with our two hairless babies right here. We have two Mexican hairless dogs. They're called, the breed's name is Xolo Itzcuintli.
Oh,
or Xolo
wow.
for short.
Hey, that's fancy.
But they need clothes, right?
Yes.
They need clothes to protect their skin from the sun and also to keep them warm during the winter time. And
So the company was built out of like necessity, but also for style, right? I mean,
Yeah.
look how stylish she is with the dog. That's matching. And so I came to this booth because I saw it was so colorful. And I know at a horror convention, it really pops out, you know, when there's other horror vendors, but I love it. So how long have you been doing the business?
So she had the idea about 2 years ago,
Okay.
and this has been a thing now for like a year and a half
Okay.
now. We took like a long time working and developing everything. We don't have a business background,
Okay.
so we had to teach ourselves everything and figure everything out for ourselves. But it's been really exciting to do events like Creepitreal here.
Yes.
This is our second year coming back.
Oh, awesome. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're very excited, and we're excited to see where we go from here. You know, because
Yeah.
we're still a baby brand.
Yeah, 2 years in. Okay, so tell me when, you know, for other vendors out there, the hardship that you've kind of been through, what's maybe the toughest thing about building something out of scratch?
I think the hardest thing sometimes is when you put yourself out there, you know, like you'll come to these events and you're so proud and excited about the products you have. And then you'll get the people looking like, yeah, like the judgment, you know, they'll look at the price tag, they'll give you a look, you know, things like that, where that kind of makes you question, you know, the decisions you make. Right.
Yes.
But like, I feel like as long as you really believe in your brand and your products, you know, like, you know, you're going to have people like that, right?
Yes.
Like not everything's not for everyone.
Yes.
Right. And I think that can sometimes be honestly the hardest thing.
Yeah, and I think that's some great advice too. When you have something that you believe in enough that it doesn't matter if no one else likes it. If you continue to build the product and come with your babies and do all that stuff, like, you'll be successful. It may not be millions of dollars, but it will be a thriving business because you believe in enough. And like you said, you'll find your tribe. You'll find the people that enjoy what you want and they'll pay money on that stuff. So I thank you for that.
Yeah.
So show me a little bit, maybe something, one of the things that you have, if you have like a best item that you think you would want to share with people out there.
We're really excited about our Halloween items that we have over here. We have this really fun matching Boo sweater that's got purple checkers on it. We're bringing that back. And then we also are bringing back, if you look over here, it's a little weenie dog. He's our original character named Horace. And he's celebrating Halloween. He's got a little witchy outfit on. And it's a functioning claw clip. And then we're really excited. We have these hats that say "Hallelujah, give birth to my cat and dog." We had them in like beige, and we decided, you know what, this year we want to, for all the spooky goth fans that we have and supporters that have been begging us to make a black product. We're very colorful people. We've been like, you know what, fine, we'll make a black product. And
sometimes you have to listen to the people.
Yes.
You know, sometimes give the people what they want,
yes.
right? Bree just told me something very fascinating about the company, and what was that?
Yeah, so we are really big on rescues. Toby and Linus themselves are rescues. So all of the animals that we use as models on our website, both cats and dogs, are rescues as well. We donate to rescues as well as shelters, and it's just very rewarding.
Yeah, so that's great, you guys. So not only are you supporting a small business, but you're also supporting animals that need homes and things. So I want to ask you guys 3 fun questions, okay? So the first one is, what is your go-to comfort horror show or movie?
I think for me, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I think that's my go-to. What's yours?
Mine's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hey, I have a special place in my heart for Nightmare Before Christmas, for sure. That's awesome. Okay, and number 2, what you kind of said it already, but if you could give a small business vendor one piece of advice, what would it be?
Buy one of these. I don't have the Amazon affiliate link or anything, but these fans will save your life. The amount of vendors that we've had to lend one to at an event, because we'll have booth neighbors who will be like sweating, like dripping in sweat. We're like, do you want one of our fans? These are a lifesaver. These are amazing.
So that's good advice, you guys. You never know what you're going to encounter at events. You don't know if it's going to be hot. You don't know if it's going to be cold. You don't know what you're going to need. But I know they have sweaters and things, so you might want one of these too at one of your events because you will stand out for sure. Okay, and question number 3, we're at a horror vendor market. What scares you the most or creeps you out?
Products with AI art on them.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna say it.
It's
Listen,
coming. It's coming. AI is gonna take you.
Everything here created by this lovely lady right here, or artists that we pay and commission.
What about you, Bree? Anything?
I was going to say real life things like home invasions and
that's pretty terrifying.
But AI art is also very scary.
Home invasions, I always think about that. Of course, I think they're ghosts first than anything. I think it's like a poltergeist before I think it's anybody else. But for sure. Well, you guys have been a pleasure. I love the brightness of your booth. I hope you guys sell so much this weekend.
Thank you.
And make sure you guys catch them. It's Toby and Linus. And the dogs are barking. They want you to check them out. And we're going to link them. And another super cool thing that they have this year is an additional stage. Now they brought in all this sand to give it a big fun beach vibe. But next up is Surf Wax Ghost. They're gonna play some live music. I'm sure it's all beach vibe themed as well. So you guys, they keep growing every year. So whenever you see this, you know it's coming. They do it twice a year. They do CreepItRealOC and then do Creep It Festive, which comes around November. So don't hesitate, get the tickets. They usually do it all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's always a good time to come. Hey, I've got an exciting guest right now. This is Kevin, and he is one of the founders of CreepItRealOC. Tell me about CreepItReal. How long years has it been?
Oh, well, this is our 6th year, I believe, doing the event.
Wow.
And it's weird because it doesn't seem like it. We tend to expand and change and evolve every year.
Yes.
So this year we are, Afterlife's a beach is our theme.
Yes.
Surf's up, spooks out. We are all about spooky, surfy, beachy vibes. And we're having a great time doing that this year. So I'm an Afterlife guard.
Okay.
Just making sure the waters are safe and everybody's where
I
they
love
need to
that everything's themed. When I saw the t-shirts, I was like, okay, now you guys are going not overboard, just the best, the right amount, right? Like, so what made you guys think of this thing this year? Like,
I think just really leaning into the Orange County aspect of it, and it just kind of gave birth to the idea of how can we really make this an OC-centric thing? And it's an outdoor festival.
Yes.
And we wanted to hype up music and stuff like that. So Creep Radio is broadcasting, and so we got the street team here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they are, Creep Radio is, the ethereal world listens to it nonstop. And they're allowing for the frequency to be heard by the living this weekend, which is great. So we're jamming out to that. We got some great live music here as well. And we just enjoy just really leading into that. So we've named our areas Booport Beach and Black Laguna Beach.
I love this.
We've got Pacific Coast Highway as the main drag that leads us down everywhere.
Yes.
De Capistrano Beach.
De Capistrano.
And Huntington Beach, not to be outdone, is Insana Point Harbor.
This is, you guys,
So-
all these themes. See, this is what you get. Now, how long does it usually take to come up with something like this? I know, you know, this. You guys have 2 big events. Do you do them all at once? Do you just do one at first and then try to figure out the one later? Or like how many months
Yeah,
does it take?
so Megan and I, my wife, we're the, you know, obviously it's a huge crew to pull this off during the weekend.
Yes.
But we are it for the planning and execution, everything up until the weekend.
Yeah.
And we tend to, in the past, what we've done is we come up with a theme just almost after the last one is done, and we go, all right, here's what it is, and we just start planning from there. And we maybe have a couple of months off after the holidays, and then it's like we hit the ground running. You know, so we also have 2 kids, so it's very,
Oh my goodness.
it's the on the side, you know, after bedtime kind of night stuff that we're doing and planning, and it's a labor of love, obviously. And so, I mean, I guess to answer your question, it's year round.
Yes.
We're planning it. It gets really intense the last like 2 months or so.
Okay. So you guys come up with the theme basically maybe right after, maybe a couple weeks after, and then you just go for it from there.
We
and
start
then you
planning like what big things we want to do.
Yeah.
And some of those key things are like, we want to have a big feature. What is that going to be? Okay, R.L. Stine is here this weekend. It's
Yes.
massive to have the author. And so we want to have a panel discussion with him. We start booking bands earlier. So that stuff kind of happens early spring.
Yeah.
Like early between winter and spring,
So
we
you
start
have
getting all
things
that
booked.
done.
You
So
have
that we
to-
kind of know what the segments are going to be. Like, what is this event going to be?
Yeah.
Because we know the staples are vendors who offer great things. We've got lots of great food.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got characters. So we come up with that based on what the theme is.
So tell me, you guys have been doing this for 6 years. I'm sure you've ran into some challenges. What do you think like the biggest challenge is to put on this massive event?
So we're perfectionists. So I think the challenge is that we turn every year we go, sure, we hear great things and people had a good time, but there's these things that went wrong or that we could plus. And the challenge is when we expand with the demand of, you know, we start getting bigger and bigger and guests are coming, and we had last year we had you know, sold out parking issues that we had to deal with. So it's that kind of thing that we have to, logistics is I think mostly what our challenges are, because we want to make it a great, enjoyable and smooth and fun time for everybody, and that takes a lot of planning. So those are the challenges that we face.
Yeah, you guys always think of that too. It's like, yes, they can make a big event, but they're trying to think about the interaction that people are going to have, the guest experience, really, because at the end of the day, you don't have an event if people aren't showing up, right? If people go, oh, I didn't like it because this, that, whatever, you know, they're not going to come back, and they want this event to go on year after year, maybe get bigger, maybe have another stage.
It does. I mean, this is the first year we've had our 3rd day.
Yeah.
And because it was a sellout last year on the 2 days, we really needed to kind of say, well, how else can we expand and offer people? Turning people away last year was the worst thing.
Yeah.
We don't like to do that. If somebody wants to come in, you know, people waiting outside the gate that wanted to come in, couldn't offer it. It's a capacity issue at this venue. This is a historical venue that really doesn't have, I mean, we're bursting at the seams, and we are the biggest event that they do here. And we're honored that they are very flexible with us. So we're able to go like, can we put vendors here? What if we do this? What if we bring in sand this year, which we've done in the back?
This is so cool.
That kind of stuff, it's really the partnership with the venue. But we're excited to be able to offer like a great experience for everybody who comes. And so we try to listen real closely to how we can make tweaks and make it better.
Improve. And it's what it's all about. Because I know it started smaller. I remember talking to you a long time ago. It started very small. How many vendors do you have at the
Well, our
first
first
one?
event was at a community center,
A
not
community
nearby.
center, you guys.
And it was 40 vendors. We had about 300 guests.
Yeah, but that's still big. But like for what it is now, I mean,
Yeah.
super expanding.
Yeah,
You got to stick
absolutely.
with it, really, right? Well, I have 3 fun questions for you. Are you ready?
Great. I love fun questions.
Okay, here's the first fun question. What is your go-to horror comfort TV or movie?
Okay.
Show?
So I'll have to confess, I'm not big into horror. I love the Halloween
Okay.
vibe. I love everything that kind of Halloween, that fall, autumn.
Yes.
And I'll say like light horror is my jam.
Okay.
I won't go deep into horror, but I grew up with Creepshow.
Oh.
As far as comfort thing, I would say
Like Nightmare
you
Before
could never
Christmas.
pass up
or
Nightmare Before
anything.
Christmas.
Yes.
Because also with my kids, I would say they grew up with that. I mean, that's been 10 years. We've been we nonstop watch that and the Peanuts Halloween, Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown.
Oh, see that? Yeah,
So
that's
it's Halloween. It's not a. It's
that's
not
a
horror,
go-to.
But that is you can't have the season without those 2 things. So
yes.
that's my
So
statement.
question number 2: What you work with a lot of vendors? What would be advice you would have for a new vendor that's coming up, or anything like a small business?
Megan is my. She's the curator. I'll say of the museum. Well, I'll say the museum, but this event.
Yeah.
When it comes to who we select, and we really love to get opportunities to new vendors who are starting out that maybe have a unique product. We also have lots of staple. They're here every time because the crowd wants them here. They love it. They sell out all the time, and the people demand, like, you know, whatever it is, whether it's clothing items or jewelry or the food or the sweet treats that people bring. So we're looking for uniqueness, and how do you carry your business from a standpoint of, can you have some fun with it, and are you marketing it the right way and things like that. We love watching how creative people can be with what their products are and how they can market them. And so when we see that, we go, oh my gosh, we need to have this person here. Or if they apply and we take a look at what they're putting out and we say, that's amazing. It gels with us.
Yes.
And that's really what clicks. So
you guys, the creativity, right? The creativity, how you're marketing your stuff, that's what they're looking for. So, if you have that in mind and you want to be a new vendor or you are a new vendor, think about ways to be creative with your stuff. So, okay, question number 3, we're at a spooky event. What creeps you out the most? Is there anything that scares you?
So, last night I was moving some speakers around and everything like that. And then I'm walking in and this is a historical property, but it's also like a nature preserve. Yeah. And this is just brush and trees everywhere. And the venue isn't used the way that we are using it. So we're putting stuff where normally things aren't going, like as far as running power and audio cables and things like that. I was moving a speaker and then I saw a little something there and I stopped and put my flashlight and there's the biggest spider I've ever seen. I almost walked right into him. That's what creeps me out, knowing like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of take a step back. So the creepy crawlies.
The creepy crawlies, they get me too. I don't like the spiders, any of that stuff. It gets, especially when it's on you, it just can't. Well, you guys, thank you so much for this. I know you're doing a lot of stuff here, but if you haven't already, check out the events. They come up every year, twice a year. We got CreepItRealOC and CreepItReal Festive. And so thank you again, Kevin.
Thanks so much.
We'll see you soon. Okay, everyone, we are back with Robin from the Littlest Creep Shop, and she's going to tell us about her spooky business.
Thank you. Welcome. I like to repurpose dolls that I find or make my own little ornaments, magnets, little creepers. And basically, these dolls are just left on a shelf somewhere in the antique stores. And that generation, nobody really collects them anymore. So I take them home, give them some love, change their outlook and the way they look. And there you go.
Make them spookier and creepier.
Yeah, for sure.
So how long does it usually take once you get one, or is it all different?
Well, it depends. It's all different because I'll start one, then I'll step away. Okay. And then I'll come back because sometimes I find that, okay, I'm not happy. I don't know where it's going. I'll give it a couple days and I'll come back to it. So it's kind of hard to put a time on it. Yeah. It takes a lot though.
It takes a lot because you're putting like artwork into it. Yes. You're taking someone else's thing and then making it your own.
Yes, I got to make it better.
That's super cool. Now, with having all these dolls around, do you get creeped out by dolls?
I don't like dolls, to be honest. I really don't, but I fell into it, and the one that my dog barked at all the time, I sold, so that's not my problem anymore. But no, I love them, and I think they look better. I think the originality when they first came out, they're kind of scary. Yeah. But I like these.
These don't creep out as much.
No, because I made them.
Yeah. So, okay, so what's out of the dolls that you have, like, is there one that you were kind of like most proud of, or something that you took the longest time, or?
I think she's my first one. My little
this one right here.
Yeah. She's been around a long time. She's kind of my mascot now. Wow. But I think my pumpkin baby's in the back because
check it out.
They take a long time. Just try to make a lot of the pumpkins came in white, so I turn them orange.
Wow.
I age them. I just have fun with it. I have a lot of fun with these.
So I noticed that some of them look porcelain.
Yes.
Have you like broken one, or like as you're making it?
Yes. Well, somebody asked me to make a cracked one, a real, not draw. Yeah. So I like put the head in the vise, turn the vise, and everywhere. So I'm like, okay, I can't do that. So I'm very gentle with the hammer, and then I put it back together.
Okay, cool.
But because they're one of a kind. Once they're gone, they're gone. Because I don't have a lot of these porcelain dolls. I find them in antique stores, and that's it.
And that's cool to know, you guys. Yeah. So when you get one of these wonderful creations, it's going to be a one of a kind piece. Yes. So you're not going to find it somewhere else. Yes. It's not going to be the Goodwill somewhere. So you know where to get it. Okay. Well, I have 3 fun questions for you. Okay. The first one is, we're at a horror event. Yes. So what creeps you out the most?
Clowns.
Ooh,
clowns creep me out the most.
Any particular kind of clown?
No. Just
any clown.
Whatever clown.
Whether it's happy, whether it's scary.
And I do make them. I make clowns to kind of make myself do it, but I'm not a fan.
Okay. No. Good to know. Scary clowns. No. Question number 2. Yes. What's some advice you would give to a small business vendor that's coming on up?
Well, I am a small business vendor myself, so I just keep doing it and enjoy it, have fun, do it for the love of people coming in, not for the money, because you'll never get what you put into it. Just do it for the joy. When people come in and they're like, oh my god, I love it, even if they don't buy anything, it's the best feeling in the world. Just have fun with it.
And the success, it should be a byproduct, right?
Absolutely.
It should, it does happen.
Yes.
People get all this money and stuff, but but it has to start with the love of it.
Because
there's so many times you don't make anything, right?
Exactly.
You're putting so much into the business.
Exactly. And whatever I make, I turn right back into it, and that's what I do for fun.
So you gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
And question number 3.
Yes.
What is your go-to comfort horror movie or TV show?
I love, even though I'm afraid of clowns, I love the It series.
Oh, really?
I love Walking Dead. I love the Conjuring movies, any horror. I'm a big horror fan.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. She's comforted
No,
by.
I'm an all-inclusive horror person.
She's comforted by all the scary movies.
I'll watch them all.
But I see that maybe you get inspiration with all this stuff.
I do. Like that inspiration from my friends. Sometimes it just pops in my head, and my husband worries a little bit about that, but it's all in good fun.
Okay, so where can people find you on the socials? Do you have
Just
a website?
Instagram, Littlest Creep Shop, and TikTok I just started.
Okay.
So, but I don't have a store. It's all, if you want it, just send me a message. I'll do what I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds great. Well, if you see her around, check out the stuff. It will creep you out, but I know you'll want to take something home.
Yes.
So thank you, Robin.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.
Okay, we're here with the biggest fans of CreepItRealOC, Juniper and Pepper, and they're right in here, and they look like they just woke up from a nap, but look how cute they are in there. Hi, guys. You guys having fun? Uh-huh. Okay. What about you? Yes? Okay, perfect. Well, you guys have fun. Don't spend all your money in one place, okay? And we'll see you soon. Bye. Hey everybody, we are here with Justine and Jenna, and they're going to tell us about their makeup line, Spooky Girl Cosmetics. Tell us a little bit about the business.
And it's just inspired by my artwork, which I started first, and I saw the characters kind of like as palettes that people could create the look with. So that was kind of inspiration behind it.
So each palette has something different for the character.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
so that people can, if they want to be, from Nightmare Before Christmas, or I guess Wednesdays, or like a Wednesday Addams kind of thing.
Yeah, there's like a Wednesday. Yeah, there's all the different characters. So if you kind of want to like do something inspired by their makeup, you can recreate it.
Well, how do you go about making the formulas or deciding what color palettes to use, or like all that kind of stuff?
Honestly, what I did was I found a manufacturer, and I was able to pick out the colors and put the palettes together, and everything I chose is like from color schemes based off the art. So that's pretty much how I made them.
Yes, I love that it's something different, you guys. And that's the cool thing about coming to vendor events. You're always going to see something different, something that you haven't seen before, something that you're going to want to pick up. I see that you guys also have other prints and things.
Yes, yeah. So that's going to be my artwork too.
Oh.
Jenna K illustration.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
So yes, she already had a lot of these illustrations made, and she'll, use the inspiration from that to make the makeup for the characters. So that's kind of also how this ended up starting.
That's awesome. So it's not just makeup. We also have the prints and everything.
This is where it started. This was first.
Yeah, this is where it started.
This was first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And you created all these. How long have you been doing art?
Oh gosh, a long time. I started this company around like 2016 though, like selling it more as a brand. But I started off with like just a couple characters, and then I just kind of expanded and kept creating more and more and more.
That's how it gets. I feel like with small business, sometimes it's just like you start and then you start getting this kind of like fire to like, okay, well now I want to do that. Well, I got to try that. And like we talked about before, it's like trial and error. You kind of don't know sometimes like what's going to be a hit, what's not,
sure.
and, but it starts off as a love for it, right? You love what you do, and then you kind of figure out how other people are going to receive it, and then, how to make a business.
It's so funny how at like different events, there'll be different characters that are more popular. So we kind of don't know what we're going to get, or what's going to be more popular each time. So that's always been interesting also.
Do you think having variety is like, it's something that's important?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And that's also to me kind of like what I wanted with this is variety. And all the characters, same with the makeup, I wanted a variety so that people can come up and be like, oh, this like resonates with me, this resonates with me.
Yes.
Yeah, there's something for
there's something for everyone is how I feel.
Okay, friends, I have 3 fun questions for you, okay? The first one is, what is your go-to comfort horror or TV show?
Right now for me, it's Wednesday. I know that's so basic, but I just watched it recently and I really...
You love it.
I love it. It's
hey,
really
you love
good.
What you love. It's comfort. It could be horrible. It could be good. It's just something that you like comforts you and you can put it on.
That's the hardest question for me because there's so many. But honestly, like I'm off the top of my head, Elvira, I love.
Mistress of the Dark?
Yeah.
Like the movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Oh,
yeah. Just
that's
it's
one of
like
mine.
a comfort movie to me. Yeah, I love her. So
she cracks me up every time I watch it.
My other one is The Craft.
The Craft.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Good choices. Okay. Number 2, what is like the best advice you could give to a small business or vendor that's coming up?
Honestly, it's all trial and error. So I'll say that, but also just kind of keep going, and just keep staying true to yourself, as corny as that sounds, but just keep it going. Don't give up.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds
try
corny.
things that you want to try.
Yeah. I mean, stuff like that. It's like you hear it over and over again because it's true, right? Don't give up. Try. You have anything, Jesse?
I'm not the business owner. I'm best friend and hype man.
Yeah.
So I think
need a hype man.
just for me, I would say have good people around you that support you.
Definitely.
Someone that can support and also maybe tell you like, maybe not that one, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
also
honestly,
give you
like second opinions are always really good.
Yes. No, that's...
Because sometimes you get in your bubble, so you need a branch out.
Yes, no, that's super needed. Okay, and question number 3. We're at a horror vendor market. What creeps you out the most?
Honestly, dolls. I don't
Oh,
like
really?
creepy dolls at all.
Because they look at you, they stare at you.
Yeah, but other than that, everything else is fine.
Yeah, it's just the dolls. Okay, what about you, Jesse?
Dolls.
Sometimes when people are in cosplay and they do the jump scares, I'm a very easy scare, so that gets me for sure.
She's the one. You guys, if you're haunt people, scare her.
No, please don't. I'm not going to make it through the weekend.
I love it. You guys will check them out. They're on social media. What are your handles?
It's going to be Spooky Girl Cosmetics, and then Jenna K Illustration is the art.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Well, we hope to see you soon. Hope you have a great weekend of sales, and thank you guys for taking the time and having an interview with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you later.
Hope you guys have fun.
Hey friends, we are here with Cindy from Black Spot Creations, and she's going to tell us about this amazing business that she does with her husband, right?
I do,
Chris.
Yeah. There he is.
Yeah, he's already got customers. So yeah, tell us about the business.
So Chris started this actually 5 years ago. He started with the cutting boards at first, and then it just kind of sprawled out to all like the hairbrushes, the coasters, the lighters that you see there. We do a lot of jewelry as well. We have a lot of cutting board designs. Yeah. But this is all his doing. He does all of this on his own. I do come out and help him on the events. I do like to talk, as you can see. So I'm here for the customer service. I love engaging with people, and coming to all these events is just amazing. The people that you see and all the creative like booths and artwork that everybody has. We have a ton of stuff at home. And this is why I'm supposed to stay on the other side of the booth.
Yeah.
We're here to make money, not spend money.
Yes. Oh.
It's so hard here, though.
I bet. Chris, get in the picture real quick. And you hold that a little closer. Yeah. Oh, so I wanted to ask you, what was the first product that you had that you decided to design and make?
Ouija board cutting board.
The Ouija board cutting board right here. You check it out. This was the first design, and how did you know? Was that like a hit right away, or?
It was. I wanted one
for the house.
And then I started getting. I had like your like I guess homeowner type stuff to do it, and then this never came out good. So I started to get better machines, and then people saw what I was doing. They're like, "This is great. You should sell this stuff." And it just kind of grew from there, and then went to the backs that are next to it.
Wow.
Yeah, I started making some coasters and hairbrushes.
And it just like compiled. And how many years has the
5
business?
years.
5 years. Yeah. Wow. And then what have you noticed with maybe the hardship or owning your own business and making something from scratch? Like, is there something that you would?
The raw material price obviously has gone up with everything going on, but it's just you got to grind.
Yeah.
And that's what I think a lot of people, because we've talked to a lot of people and they're kind of like, oh, I'm tired, so I'm going to take next week off. You're kind of like, how can you do that? I haven't been on vacation in 5 years, and it's just one of those you got to keep pushing. So yeah, I had a corporate job, but then this started growing so well, I had to leave that job because I'd rather do this than say yes to people all day long. So.
And that's the best part about having your own business is that you get to make the hours, you can decide how much you want to grind, but then you get all of the reward back, right?
Yeah.
And bigger the risk, bigger the reward. Yep. So I'm so glad that you were able to be successful with the stuff. And she was just telling me that they have a double booth now because people love their stuff so much it gets packed sometimes. So they want to see everything. They've got jewelry, they got a whole bunch of stuff. So that's super cool that you've been doing this for so long. Now, what do you think is your best selling product?
Our hairbrushes in general are there, and now with our lighters and flasks, it's starting to really take off. Online, like on our store, we do 90% boards. At these events, it goes more hairbrushes, this stuff, and then boards. But it's all pretty good.
That's fantastic. Well, I know you got some guests, so I'll talk to Cindy, but I don't want them to lose any sales. I mean, they're really popular. Yeah. So real quick, I have 3 fun questions for you.
Awesome.
So we are at a fun horror vendor market. What creeps you out the most?
Oh, clowns.
Ah!
Clowns get me every time, and it's so popular at all these events. It doesn't matter what season it is, what month it is, there's always clowns. And I'm like, some are nice, they're very pretty, they're beautiful clowns. And then there's scary clowns, and those are the ones that truly get me.
They get you.
Oh, yeah. Clowns all the time.
Okay, second question. What's the best piece of advice you can give to like a small vendor that's coming up or that's just starting their business? What kind of advice would you give them?
Always try new things. If there's a product that's not working out, let it run its course and try something new. Look around. Look at what everybody else is doing. Kind of get that feedback and see what are your customers asking for. What is something that they're asking, like, oh, do you have this? Or, hey, do you have this design? Try it out. Do 2 or 3 and see how that pans out. We do that all the time. We come out with new product and we try 2 or 3 pieces out. and hope for the best.
Yes.
Always try new things. Don't get stuck with the same things.
That is such great advice,
we
you
get repeat
guys.
customers because of
Yeah,
that.
and it's okay to change, right?
Exactly.
It's okay just because you love something and then it's not selling right. It's okay to pivot
Yes.
and just go, what does the customer want, right? Because at
Exactly.
the end of the day, you do want to make sales.
Yeah,
This isn't
exactly.
just a hobby that you want to do it on your own. You know, you just have a bunch of product. You want to sell. So yeah, like she said, all that advice is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, and number 3, what is your go-to comfort horror or TV show or movie?
My comfort horror movie is The Exorcist. Classic. Can't get over it. I love that. It's background noise for me when I'm cleaning, if I'm putting on my makeup, getting ready for
That is
work
so
the
funny.
next day. I'm like, that's a nice movie because I know what's going to happen in my head. So it's just a repetitive thing.
I love that.
I love it.
That it cracks me up. I love it when people are like, yeah, that comforts me. I just like to have it on in the background. I'm
In the
like,
background.
it creeps me out.
Super classic.
But thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much for the interview. And where can they find you?
We are Black Spot Creations. We do have an online store. We
Okay,
have an
perfect.
Instagram. Reach us out.
Okay.
Facebook, TikTok. We have the work. So
All
please
the
reach out
things.
to us. We do have an online store. We ship local, international.
There you
everything
go.
that you guys need.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Yeah,
Oh my
we'll see you
God.
soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
They've got family-friendly, interactive entertainment all weekend long, and so whether you're here for scares, the shopping, or just atmosphere, Creep It Real's got it all. Tickets are affordable, kids 10 and under are free, parking's free. Now warning, this event is popular and it does sell out, so don't delay on buying tickets in advance. It is the perfect way to kick off the Halloween season in Orange County. Hey, do me a favor, like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.